James Jeffery, the former U.S. ambassador to Iraq, Turkey, and Albania, joins me now to discuss this even further. Ukraine's UN ambassador, he's been very bold to call out Russia in diplomatic talks. Have you ever seen anything like this?
I've never seen anything since the Cuban Missile Crisis as dangerous or as dramatic as this, Adrienne. And it's time to call out people without diplomatic flourishes. This is an invasion of not only a country, it's an attack on our entire global order, the rules-based system that we all live under, everything from air travel that you've just reported to how we trade, how we live our lives, how we don't worry about nuclear attacks, and all of that is all in the game now. It's time to make it clear to the Russians that they have to find a way out of this thing. It's up to them.
Well, the narrative is one thing, but actual action seems to be another. At the UN Human Rights Council, almost the entire room emptied out. There were all these diplomats who decided to walk out of Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov's speech in protest. But what kind of difference do statements like these make?
They have an impact. Nothing that we will do short of sending in a larger military force to fight, and President Biden has wisely ruled that out, can be guaranteed to stop Russia from moving forward. What we're trying to do, and the president summed it up in the State of the Union, is to have Russia emerge from this conflict weaker and the rest of the world stronger. This kind of walkout, this is soft power, but it's important soft power. Russia needs the UN. Russia needs trade. Russia needs its friends all around the world to advance its overall agenda. It's losing them rapidly. Even China in the UN General Assembly vote refused to support Russia. It abstained on the vote condemning Russia. So Russia is totally isolated, and it's going to get even more isolated as the impact of this thing becomes clearer. This is a very dramatic moment for all of us.
But it seems to be just one play in the chess game that Putin is playing with power throughout the world. The UN has said this could be Europe's largest humanitarian crisis this century. Is that because this does involve far more than just Russia and Ukraine?
Well, it involves all of the countries that border Ukraine that have received now, Adrienne, almost 1 million, if possibly now by today, more than 1 million refugees from the Ukraine. And of course, it's a country of 44 million people. Many of them are fleeing for their lives. Who wants to stay in a city besieged by Russian artillery? So this is having an impact on those countries. It's having an impact on all of us. Just the Syrian crisis over 10 years that I was involved in, which also saw mass Russian bombing. The United States has spent over $11 billion, the rest of the international community, the better part of $100 billion taking care of the humanitarian, refugee, and other problems that this kind of attack has caused in Syria, which is half the population of the Ukraine, to give you an idea of how dramatic this all is.
But can you pull back the curtain a little bit? Because in addition to serving as ambassador in those 3 posts, you also served as the U.S. Special Envoy for Syria engagement. And it's long been believed that Putin's plans involving Syria, they're not finished yet.
They're not finished yet, but here is what we did in the Trump administration and that the Biden administration is continuing. We stopped their advance. Russia and their ally Assad have gotten no new terrain since 2018 because there are American boots on the ground in the northeast of Syria, in the south at Al-Tam, and there are Turkish forces all along the north. There's also Israeli air power attacking Iranian targets all over Syria. So you have an international military presence there. It's not trying to overthrow Assad. It has various purposes, but the basic effect is the Russians and Assad cannot move any further. So the crisis is frozen at this point. There are no new refugees. There are already 12 million refugees and IDPs, but none new ones are being created because we've frozen the conflict. That's what we need to do in Ukraine, but at this point, it's going to have to be through diplomatic action.
James Jeffery, thank you so much for your time this morning. We hope to speak to you again.
Thank you, Adrienne.
Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to click on the red subscribe button below so you can get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.